Hi, Karese here, and you're watching the Voters Advocate Report, your backstage pass to New Jersey legislation. Today we have a special edition of the Voters Advocate Report. It's full of Reese's Pieces, top 5 reasons why New Jersey is the worst for politics. But first, here's what's up in New Jersey legislation. This past Thursday, June 8th, 2017, the House overwhelmingly passed the Financial Choice Act. All of New Jersey's Republican congressional representatives voting positively for the bill that would end regulations on Wall Street and major banking financial practices. The implications of this bill are yet to be seen. However, the desire for the bill was to promote economic growth and job growth. Now for Reese's Pieces, top 5 reasons why New Jersey is the worst for politics. Number 5, too few regular people running. We have 120 legislative seats, each of which is allocated with $200,000 of state funds for salary, staff, and supplies. If you have 2 days a week, you could get involved. It's a part-time position that gives you about $50,000 a year. I think we could all use a little bit extra. We could also use number 4. New Jersey has too few mutually invested politicians. By that, I mean politicians who are directly affected by most of the decisions that are made. Significant portion of our politicians in office make well over the $72,000 of New Jersey's average household income. If we had more people from the middle class running, maybe we wouldn't be the worst in economic growth in the nation or lead the nation in foreclosures. Which leads me to number 3, ever increasing taxes. There is no end to our tax increases. It's absurd how these politicians feel that we have a never-ending supply for them. Nobody's looking to cut wasteful spending or to reduce spending at all. If you think about it, the average homeowner in New Jersey with like a reasonable sized land is paying at or around and sometimes above, but we'll say the average right now is about $10,000 for simple math purposes, and let's round up the $72,000, that's the average household income, to $100,000. Well, that's 10% of your income that goes strictly to property taxes. That's not to mention that you have state income taxes, you have federal income taxes, you have your gas tax here, you have sales tax. There's no end to these taxes, and it looks like they're just going to continue to keep rising because of number 4, the lack of mutually invested politicians. But number 2, we have as a complacency with the two-party system. Nobody's doing anything about it. All we hear is that we haven't had a good governor since Kane. Well, that's unfortunate, but every governor since Kane has been either a Republican or a Democrat. Have we ever tried to research to see what an independent candidate might have to offer? The media is most certainly not going to tell you who your options are, but it's up to you to be able to know that there are options. New Jersey seems to be a state that loves diversity, unless it's a diversity of thought. Which leads me to the number 1 reason why New Jersey is the worst in politics. We have significantly more complainers than doers. This past Tuesday, we had our primary elections, and it seems that the results did not make anyone happy. Everyone on all blogs and comment sections, under news articles, and on social media is very upset that the narrow choices went down to Kim Guadagno and Phil Murphy. Well, instead of being keyboard warriors, how about we become keyboard researchers? If you're not happy with those 2 options, let's not think that a third party can't win in New Jersey. Because last time I checked, when you vote for a candidate, your vote actually counts. As long as there are enough votes, a third party can very easily win in New Jersey or any state race. But you have to know what your options are. Too few people think that it's only Kim or Phil. Well, I'll let you know that there are 5 other independent candidates who have received enough petition signatures to have their names on the ballot. While I will preferentially let you know that Peter Rohrman is the Libertarian candidate because I am his lieutenant governor, I I do have to let you know that there are 4 other independent candidates running as well. I'll probably be one of the very few places where you will find out what the other candidates think, feel, and who they are. Don't rely on your media, and don't be a complainer. Be a doer. Get involved. Could you use one of those part-time positions on our Senate or General Assembly? Could you use a politician who is mutually invested in the success of this state? Could you use a new approach? That way we get lower taxes and everything that we deserve as citizens who have lived here for either all or most or even some of our lives. I know that the only reason why this mother of 4 dental hygienists got into the race is because I love New Jersey. I was born here, I was raised here, I'm raising a family here, and they're making it next to impossible for me to stay here. And I don't want to go, at least not without a fight. I want to make changes that need to happen for our middle class in order to thrive. But I can't do it alone. I need New Jersey to stop being the top 5 anything that's negative. We need to stop being number 1 in foreclosures, number 1 in worst economic growth, number 1 in taxes. We need to be number 1 in middle class growth, jobs, thriving. I'm tired of working in the trenches with you. I need to work on us being thriving members of this state and country, and we need to be all that we have the potential to be. I challenge you, New Jersey, to be doers instead of complainers, and maybe we'll all be able to stay here. My name is Karese. This is the Voters Advocate Report. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next week.